Hello and welcome in. For those new here, hi, my name is Chaos Wolf. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of MMOs, RPGs, strategy, turn-based looters, shooters, pretty much a lot of things underneath the sun. Very few exceptions. Sports, racing, and fighting games would be the three that you really won't ever see me play. What we're going to try to accomplish today on stream is finish out Summerset's DLC. That is the hopes, and that is what we're going to be going for. Later on today, I know I said it yesterday and then plans changed, but later on today, we will be doing a collab with the one, the only Catboy Kai. So, be excited for that. It's going to be a fun time. We are doing Halo. And, on the hardest difficulty. So, again, that is going to be, second hardest. Correction, the second hardest difficulty. But, with all of that said, let's get this party started. Summerset. I don't think we have much more to do. Oh, we got about 6 quests. Also, one sec. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I was hearing something I'm not. So, I thought it was audio feedback on my behalf, and I was like, everything looked good when I plugged it all back in, but I could be wrong. But, so yes, we got that going on later today. It's probably going to be, give or take, depending on what he has going on, probably 2 or 3 hours after we stop streaming for the first half. Gives me and him some time for dinner or whatever, food, noms, getting my stuff switched over, double checking that to make sure everything is Gucci, and then
Friend of Valseren,
we'll
I have a
probably
proposal
start.
for you.
Unless something change, says, but I don't foresee anything changing today. Hopefully. I do have a job interview for tomorrow at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So
beautiful and inspiring. Well, most of them anyway.
we probably will not be doing a morning stream tomorrow. If anything, it will be a morning-ish. It will be around like, if anything, like 10 to 11. So kind of midday stream. I'm just gonna call it that way. That way I'm not like trying to stream and then be like, last time where it's like, I gotta go, like, on Division, where I was like, I gotta go, like, I can't stick around any longer. I already kind of pushed it. Yeah. So, if anything, tomorrow will just be, I would say about 11
What do you
to
think you'll make
noonish
with that?
PST. Make it really simple. Now, do I expect the interview to take an hour and a half? No. But it could be. That is kind of what's going on for today and tomorrow. The weekends are still a freebie. Since I miss playing or streaming Final Fantasy for Monday, either Saturday or Sunday we'll definitely hit up FF2. I think we're honestly almost done with that game. And then here, I've been still debating on if I want to stream Digimon when it first releases, or do we want to hop in, say, because, so here's the thing, and this is why I'm conflicted, is we still have Final Fantasy 3 through 8, right? We still have those that, because I am going through all the Final Fantasies besides, or I'm going to try to, besides 11 and 14. Both of them are MMOs. I'm not tacking on another MMO while still playing an MMO. Like, say ESO's done. Completely done, we're just waiting for new content, stuff like that. Will I consider, like, say something like Final Fantasy 14? Sure. That would be something I'm down with, but I'm only doing one MMO at a time, and, you know, that's kind of that. Like, I'm not trying to have two different MMOs going on at the same time. I enjoy them, but that would burn me out hard, so. Because there's so much to do. But, so what I was saying Digimon might be a wait also is, so we got Final Fantasy 3 through 8 still to complete. We do need to do Jedi Survivor, which can't be done until Fallen Order. I'm doing this in chronological order, so I'm not starting Survivor until Fallen Order is done, right? We then got Rogue One, or not Rogue One, Outlaws. Again, Star Wars, that I'm 100% blind to. That I still would like to play. We still got our Pokemon run. We still got Division, and we still have ESO. And now we're adding Halo Master. That's the last of them. Collection into the mix. So we still got a lot of games, and like I said, I don't know if adding, like, trying to play Digimon will be a great idea, because knowing me, if I get hooked on it, it's on, we'll play. And, yeah. Also, you know, I don't want spoilers, so I feel like a good way is why it's, you know, fresh in everybody's mind and everybody's hyped for it, to, like, give it a while, and then, like, after a month-ish, it's not going to be as hyped up. Like, yeah, it's still got the hype, but not everybody and their mother is posting and playing it, so the chances of me running into spoilers is presumably far lower, because usually I haven't had many spoilers so far since I've started streaming and got, like, Twitter and TikTok and stuff like that. I actually have been good on not seeing, like, spoilers. So, I mean, there is a positive there. Go. But, that's kind of what my conundrum is. Do we continue the Final Fantasy franchise?
Let's go!
Because like I said, I think I can get us up to, with the games I've bought, like, so, I want to say the end is 8. Which, there is a slight problem there, because what we could do...
Courage brings victory.
...is also get into, like... So Final Fantasy VII is the big hiccup there. So you have the OG, and then you have... At least the games I have access to would be, like, the 2 remakes, and then Crisis Core. So, the question is, how do I want to go about doing those? I'm gonna maybe preferably probably just do OG stuff. Crisis Core, I kind of would like to play it first before the OG 7, but at the same time, I think what a lot of the reasons I love 7 is there were still some questions about 7 that you're just like, well, what about, why did this happen, or how did this happen?
Keep awake. The squad.
Which, if you play Crisis Core, it answers kind of those questions. And not that's a bad thing. Just how I put it as a kid was, you went through 7 and you had no ideas. And then Crisis Core came out years later and kind of elaborated on some of those, like, hey, like, what about, like, how did this actually happen? And you can kind of see, like, certain things, like, foreshadow. Or it makes more sense once you play it. You're like, oh, that checks out. So that would be the issue there, is, like, do I want to let you guys see the prequels, before the OG 7, or do you guys want to just kind of go in story-based order? Like I said, it would make more sense if we went, like, Crisis Core than OG 7, but like I said, that's my one question, because it's like, how do I want to do that part? And then do I want to include Crisis Core in the 2 new ones? I forget their names.
This is a great area for harvesting.
But they got remastered. No, sorry, they're both a remake. It's close to the same story, but it's not at the same time. Come this way. So that's kind of my ideas for right now. So I don't know. Maybe put it to a poll to see what everybody wants to do. Because, like I said, I kind of want to wait a month. But if you guys are like, we would love to see you play it, like, okay. But then, like I said, I feel also the other part is, since I am trying to avoid spoilers, is it would just be a we stream it and then we don't raid anybody else unless they're playing a completely different game. That way I just become, or I stay spoiler free. Because this is the one game, like Monster Hunter Wilds, I wasn't too like, oh no, spoilers. Like, yeah, if I got spoiled on some stuff, it's like, meh. The story has never been the big reason why I play Monster Hunter. I like hunting and the different weapons, stuff like that. So, like, watching the story, was never like, oh, I got spoiled, oh no. Expedition 33. I got spoiled on a couple things from like TikTok or Gustav's death. Like, you know, there were key moments when we first played Gustav that were just such red flags, which I was like, especially in a soul-like game and with how, like, just the dark it starts off. And those kind of like death flags, I was like, this guy's gonna die. And then they're like, oh, rest in peace, Gustav, when I joined somebody else's stream, and I was like, well, those spoilers. I'm like, oh, did you not know? And I'm like, no. I had a feeling he was going to, but no, they're like, oh, though, we're not going to tell you how it happens or when it happens. It was like, cool. But yeah, I had a feeling he would die somewhere across the line, or that story, and I was right. Like I said, it started off dark, and he threw up like 4 death flags in the like first 2 hours of playing. I'm like, he probably isn't going to make it through this journey. And then I did have like 1 or 2 other spoilers, but that was more towards the end. Like, Mael being actually the paintress's daughter. That was pretty at the end. And like, it was more in the sense of like, if you've seen Expedition 33, it's when they're like, she actually comes back from the canvas the first time and she's all burned up and can't talk. Like, oh, mom and dad are fighting. And it's like, oh. Oh. I'm like, oh no. I was like, okay. Because the chick in the mask looked too eerily similar to her to be anybody else but Mael. And then like Renoir and the masked one, I think they actually called her Alicia. We're talking about how she's only going to make more because of, you know, everybody's going to die because of her and yada yada yada. And I was like, this sounds like something like either some time travel stuff, shenanigans are happening, or something else, but
enough, Silery.
There was something, and then it's like, oh, that's actually the sister. I was like, oh, no. There were some moments that I wasn't super surprised about, like, and then there were a couple that I was like, oh. But, yeah. So, with that, like I said, it's, if we do play Digimon, it would just be, well, one, I've already told somebody that's planning on playing it, is like, I probably will not be in their streams during that segment of time. Like if they're like, oh, we're gonna play Digimon now, or if I like go to join in and it's like Digimon, I'm like, nah. Like I said, this is the one game I am like I don't want any spoilers. It's my one game I'm allowed to have that I'm like completely
Enough, Silery. These mysterious
blind
deaths
to.
are our business to solve, not yours.
I am very excited to play it, but I'm also very worried that I will get spoiled early on at some point. So I am trying my best to avoid that. So like I didn't go watch anybody when they were playing the demo, and then some people were like, oh, you know, this part, I'm like, no, shush. Like, but I really want to talk to it about it. I was like, okay, then let me leave. Because like I said, it's the one game this year I really was excited for.
Pace yourself.
It was also the one game that I was very happy. So I bought my PS5 because Knights of the Old Republic 1 was supposed to be getting a remake. Like full-on remake. Back when the PS5 first got announced, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And then, yeah, that didn't happen. Still sad about that. Still a little salty. Because I would go ham for some Knights of the Old Republic 1. Either remastered or remake. I don't care which. I mean, let me rephrase that. If they remaster it, then they need to do Revan good. And Malik, Bastila. Which is very scary in the hands of Disney, I'm not gonna lie. I do not believe Disney would be able to do it. I say it because, in my opinion, they've kind of messed up Star Wars in general.
1,000 pardons, but the battle reeve requires
I
your
think
prompt
we had
appearance at the proxy queen's
Battlefield
call.
3 recently. Or whatever the shooting one is, right? I think it's Battlefield. No. Battlefront. Sorry. And, yeah, EA destroyed the crap out of that. Which Disney gave them the rights. Also, I'm not a super huge fan of the their episode or the movies 9 or 7 through 9. Like, was not a huge fan of those either. And I felt like they did it very wrong and just kind of more or less trampled on my childhood. So I know I've heard people talk about like the TV shows have done it somewhat justice, but yeah, no, I'm just don't believe Disney having Star Wars is a good move. I think they've done more damage than good. Because even,
Not more pig trouble.
well, I mean, we can go to that too. It's something I'm going to play because I love Star Wars. But, like, even Outlaw, I've heard nothing but, like, negative things about it, so my expectations is definitely on this might be bad, and my expectations for that is kind of
Magic
more
is like
dwelling
strong
down.
wine.
Like,
If
from
you're
what
not
I've
used to
heard,
it
it
can make you drunk.
has a lot of problems, and the writing isn't great. But until I play it and get my hands on it, I cannot actually like say yay or nay. Like, yeah, they completely
My horses are.
screwed up or they didn't. The fact that I've seen some gameplay of it, so I'm not like super blind to what it looks like and how like is intended to run. I have seen the trailer or two. It looks amazing and it looks like fun, but like I said, I've seen a lot of just negative things about it, so we will see eventually here soon-ish. Because, like, I would be down to do, so say we clear up Division, or I just want to start a new game, like, for the weekends only. I would be down to do it for Outlaws, just because I've been wanting to play it for a while now, and I'm very interested to see what they brought to the table, and like, is it as bad as everybody says it is? I really hope that it's not, but like I said, Star Wars games have kind of been taking a L lately, with people not doing them justice, so we'll cross that road later on throughout the year. I should get to it before the year's ended. Perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. I have kind of more pressing matters that need to be dealt with first before I worry about game. So, aka me getting a job. Yeah. Once the job thing's taken care of and bills are actually like spoken for, we'll actually get harder into more games. Because I would like to also do like Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden 4, Borderlands 4, The Outer Worlds 2. Like, those are still games I'm interested in looking at doing and streaming, but just at this foreseeable future, you know, it is what it is, so they're being put on hold for right now. Come on. Sorry, I needed to do inventory management before we continued on with that quest. But that's kind of what's going on with the streams, what we have planned for the near foreseeable future. My ideas of where I want to go, which, like I said, I might throw it on a poll.
Welcome to the Bank of Daggerfall.
Either on here or I actually need to, we'll do that, like make it a community goal. Like, hey, if we get X points into me playing it at release, we will, and if not, then it will get kind of, like I said, I plan on a month delay, if anything. But I'll have to research a community, how to set up community goals, and then we'll actually let that be the defining call. Because I do want to play it, and I would love to play it at release, because I am excited to play it, but I will say right now is, even if that community goal does get accomplished, if we got one game still not complete, we're going to finish that. So, could it be something as once, like the week before it comes out? So next week, I need to say finish Fallen Order, because I'm okay with taking a break from, like, instead of doing Fallen Order and Survivor right back to back to back, immediately. Like, if the goal does it, it's like, okay, cool. We'll finish up Fallen Order, and then we can start Digimon. I'm not trying to do start a new game. I don't know. I say that, but like I said, I still want to go start Outcast 2.
I'd rather be cracking heads.
So it could change into, like, Mondays Final Fantasy days, Tuesdays Pokemon, Wednesdays Fallen Order / Survivor, and then when we get through both of those, so be it. Wednesday or Thursdays ESO, Fridays Division, until we're getting close to being done with Division. And then maybe add, like, both Outland, or not Outland, Outcast and Digimon on Saturdays and Sundays.
Mark's work is never done.
There's a lot of possibilities, but back to Summerset. We have done the inventory management. We are good. We are Gucci. Please give me this. I'm trying to go, guys. I literally am. I'm trying to I'm trying to teleport and the game's just not letting me click on it. I'm like, I want this part, and the game's like, about that, no. There we go. I was like, the game didn't want me to go back. It's like, no. But, like I said, that's kind of ideally what we'll be looking at for streaming. And then, like I said, I do have a job offer tomorrow, so times might change. A lot of things up in the air until I can full on get a concrete job that isn't going to go, yeah, if you want the job's yours, to translate to, I didn't tell my business partner I asked for your help, so you're back to not having a job. Which is essentially what, I won't say essentially, is what happened. Is somebody was trying to do good and his heart was in the right place, but didn't tell his business partner lost their crap, and they want him to go through a temp agency, which I understand, but yeah. That was kind of poopy for me, but I do understand the business partner flipping out. Because if I had a business myself, and would say it's not a well-known, established business, it's like, would I want to bring on extra work? No, because I'm still getting my foot into the door and trying to make a name for the company. Like, once a name for the company is kind of getting out there more, and you're bringing in more business, more customers, you know, stuff like that, doesn't make sense to be like, and I will be openly honest, is I'm not, like, was not, like, proficient in any of these. It was like, I know how to put up drywall, you know, I know how to mud a little bit. Am I the, like, professional bee's knees and a master at doing it? Absolutely not. Not a chance in two hells. So you're kind of not wanting to take on an apprentice and or internship kind of thing at the first start, because you want to get your business out there and bring in more work. And then once you have more work and more people that
How
can
Rigert negotiate peace?
you know,
Stupid high
work on different parts of the project, why you have, like,
The news.
say somebody
Queen's
like
eye.
me that may not
Really
be
true.
like, yeah, I have a rough idea, yeah, I can do it. Is it going to be the most professionally done? Like, when I say, hey, I'm done, and somebody comes and looks at it, it's like, that looks great, let's get it done and dealt with. No. It's like when I did the mudding and drywall, I was like, okay, man, I am done, but before you paint it, I would give it a quick looky-loo, just in case, because I understand that if with drywall, you mud it. And if you don't do a good job there, or like say you completely like mess up a certain part and you didn't catch it, right? Mistakes happen, all of that. And you go to paint it, and that mistake shows up after you paint it. Now you gotta sand the paint, which is a pain in the butt. And then you have to re-sand it, then you have to re-mud it. And then it's just more time consuming when you're trying to get things done. That's why when I was like, hey, I'm like doing these finish ups, I think I'm good. Like I said, I told him, I straight up told him, I was like, you might want to go look at it. I'm saying it's pretty good, but, and, you know, I would say that I spent 3 days mudding drywall, or mudding, sanding, mudding again, or mudding, sanding. And he sanded everything down to like his standard within, and I mean, for the whole room had to be painted, so it just wasn't the small parts I did. He did that in 2 hours. So, do I feel like I did an absolute crap job at it? No. Do I think that I need more time and practice on it so I can get better? So when I'm like, hey, I'm good, we're good, let's paint. It's like, And I would still, like, even if I had more experience, I would still say the same thing. Just because when it comes to drywall and painting, like I said, any small little defect that one person might look at or overlook, if it shows up in when it gets painted, then you have to sand it all again, throw on another layer. Well, you have to sand that part again, but then you have to throw on a double layer to match the first layer, and it becomes its whole hassle. So, would I still, like, say if I had 6 more months of experience with that and did nothing but drywall? Yes, I would. Just because it's a good idea in construction to get second opinions on it. Like, hey, this looks... But want to come check and see if the more experienced person would be like, that looks... Or like, hey, you made a mistake here, here, here. Hit these up, sand them again, and we'll call it good. Or, well, you're good. Stuff like that.
A new face in the court, and how pleasant and interesting it is. We do appreciate the return of our brothers and sisters to the Blessed Isle, even if our nobles count you among the other newcomers. Now then, what business brings you to the palace?
The Right Master of the Sijic Order sent me to get your permission to enter the College of... Saparats?
The Sijic Order?
Hold on.
We have not heard from that body of august sages in quite some time.
No.
And then word comes that we should expect a visitor. Why does the Right Master send you to see the Sapiarchs? Speak true if you want our assistance in this matter.
I want to see how she says it.
We have not heard from that body of august sages in quite some time. And then word comes that we should expect a visitor. Why does the Right Master send you to see the Sapiarchs?
Sapiarchs.
Speak true if you want our assistance in this matter.
The Crystal Tower is in danger. The Right Master sent me to warn the Sapiarchs.
Ah, the business that Razumdar spoke of.
Razada.
We assumed
I
the
love
Queen's
Kitty.
cat exaggerated. He does purr as well as he growls. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril to give you access to the college. Just tell the Right Master we expect to see him soon.
Is there anything I should know about the College of Saparats?
Of course. We have nothing else to do but talk about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Let us tell you all about the Sapiarchs, the divine prosecution,
Sapiards.
ultima recipes, and perhaps even the schedule of performance for the House of Reveries.
Excellent. The house, so I watched somebody play HSR yesterday, and the reverence kept on being popped up. And just the fact that I see it again, I'm like, small world. Small world. That word's being thrown around a lot. I'm getting in the sense I may have offended you in some way. Perchance. Did I get you all twisted up?
You do. It's good we consider you as charming as you are interesting. The Sapiarchs teach us and guide us, bringing their knowledge to every part of Ultima society. Their compound in Lilandril serves as the seat of their college.
I'll head to Lilandril immediately.
Of course, and we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Arcanology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. For an Ultima, you have much to learn,
That is some form of a title. That is definitely a title. Sapiarch of Arcanology, like, ugh. Imagine having to give classes, like college classes, and be like, I'm professor such and such, Sapiarch of this. It's like, what? Like, cool title, what does it mean? Let's see, where do I go now? Do I go? Found it. Way north. Alright. So basically here we cut left and go up. That's fine. Oh, right. I may have forgotten about fall damage. Perchance. I may have just perchance forgotten that fall damage is a thing. I was like, oh, we'll just shortest path possible, get down there so we can get over there sooner.
Griffin feathers of all things.
And yeah, the moment I jumped, I was like, does ESO have fall damage again? I don't remember. I'm like, I think it does, perhaps, maybe. And then I was like, I'm not dead, and then I died. I was like, okay, I'm dead. Yeah. Listen, it's fine. I have more than plenty of soul gems to revive myself countless times from fall damage. But how's everybody's day going? Speaking of the new games that I mentioned, is anybody excited for them? One kind of, I would say, maybe not known as Kingdom. It's a mid-era game. It's basically what would happen if, back in the day of like knighthood and all of that, if, modern technology existed. It sounds really fun, but really silly. It's one that isn't on my list because I think it's only a Steam game. Which, could I play? Yes. But like I said, with everything going on, I think Digimon and the pre-order of Digimon and Pokemon ZA is kind of going to be the last game I buy this year. Unless something gets released that I completely overlooked, those will probably be the last games I buy this year. Depending on, job situation and if I can get them on sale.
Drat! Which one could he possibly be?
What I need to do, though, okay, so let's backtrack 2 seconds. So with Ninja Gaiden, I before I buy 4, I kind of want to actually, I don't know who's all seen it, heard of it, or played it, but want to bring, go through 1 through 3. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't remember much about that game. I remember Demons and a Ninja. And Ryu Hayabusa is who we played as. It's a really fun game. But that's as far as my memory takes me back on Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3. So, with Ninja Gaiden, I kind of want... I mean, I say with Ninja Gaiden, but I'm also perhaps referring to Borderlands as well. I remember 1 pretty well. I remember 2 pretty well. I don't remember 3 at all. So I might go back through them. And that's a good / bad thing about me is, so sequence games, if they're story lore and kind of like, there's a story that interconnects them. So like, how to best describe that? So, thinking of a game. Mass Effect, right? You know, this... I would say Mass Effect is pretty good. You know, there is a decent amount of the story that you can, or that you see is like, oh, okay, it's in continuation. Right? So, Final Fantasy 1 through... actually, none of them. No, wait, no. 7 kind of has some offshoots that tie into each other. I think it's 9 or 10 that does the same thing. 13? I think there's 2 games. Yeah. That all are standalone. So, like I said, 9 or 10 and 13 have like 2 games and they follow suit, right? And that's kind of like what I like to do with games is play them in order. It's how I started streaming, and it's how I like to go. Is what I did was I played Knights of the Old Republic 1, then 2. I mean, and this is just for story based, like Far Cry. They do not connect in the slightest amount. Like, Far Cry 2 has nothing to do with Far Cry 3, 3 has nothing to do with 4, besides, like, game mechanic-wise, etc., etc. Like, Resident Evil, you know, would be another example of games that connect in a very interesting way. Yep. Alright, the snake's beating my butt. We're out. I don't know why this snake has wings, but he definitely has wings. And he's beating me, like, terribly bad. So, we're gonna run away from this fight. Carry on with our main story quest. But that's typically how I do story games. Is that way, you know, it's just a continuation, so you get to see the whole story from front to end. Where I kind of draw the line with that is if there's multiple endings. Like, I know with Expedition 33,
So be it.
there was a different ending than the one I chose. I actually recently, I had a feeling there would be between Verso and Mael's, like, who you sided with.
What do you think you'll make with that?
And I actually found out that there is.
Let's ride.
But so games like that have multiple endings, like Mass Effect has a different ending or outcome. I'm not going to like replay games like that. Well, let me rephrase that because that's not what I meant. I'm like, I'll play through them, but like it's not gonna be for the endings.
Oblivion, take you.
So like, you know, let's say, what's a good? Oh, we'll just use Expedition 33, right? Like,
Huzzah!
let's say, like, I'm not going to go back through it just to pick a different ending. You know what I mean? Like, would I be willing to replay it? And
you,
if we get a different ending, cool. Which Expedition 33, I will definitely probably pick Verso's ending every time. It's just who I am in nature. And that's what I mean. So like, I'm saying it because Dragon Age has, like, if I say let's go back, well, I have said let's go back and play Dragon Age.
Honestly, I think she plans
I'm not
to do
making
something
40
rash.
different
Might even
classes
attack the guards. Ugh.
to get
Never.
like the 12 different endings that are possible. Like, I'm drawing the line there. Like, I will pick a class, play through, we'll go through the story, stuff like that. But to like go, alright, well, that class is done. Let's go back, start over, so we can perhaps get a different ending or outcomes for certain people. I'm good. Like, I won't be doing that. I will go through the game and, you know, play it though. The different endings don't really, like, hold a lot of weight with me. It's like, that's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. It is cool that they did put different endings in, but whew, that is a lot to ask. It's like, oh, we played this 40-50 hour game 8 different times just to get the like true ending. Like, I am good on that. Is more or less what I'm referring to is like, you know, I'm not going to be doing something like that where it's like, oh, you have to play this game 12 times or 30 hours long just to get the true ending, or like, no, I'm good. I'm going to pass. It's going to be a pass for me.
I've checked over Lillandrill from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the Proxy Queen?
The Proxy Queen promised she sent word to grant us access to the college.
Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. Sorry, I don't mean to burden you with my troubles.
Is there something I can help you with?
No. The mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually.
Lathan?
In the meantime, you should talk to the Portal Master and see if she's ready to grant us access to the college.
Tell me about Lathan.
Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Sijic Order. We fell in love and married, had a daughter. We had all the things we ever wanted. And then everything changed. After we lost our daughter, Lathan grew distant, more subdued.
You know, it started great and then it just went bad to worse in like matter of moments. It's like, yeah, we found love and had kid, and then we lost our daughter and we kind of got a divorce. Like, okay, like that is some unraveling. Definitely go to therapy for. It just, like I said, started off great and then it just bottomed out. It's like, I don't know where to help you there, lady. You lost your daughter.
It happened ages ago, after a long illness. We lived on an island filled with the most accomplished sages of our age, and there was nothing that could be done. We tried. I tried. But the illness took her in the end. Lathan was never the same.
So Latham left Artrium.
No, it wasn't like that. When the Right Master first learned of the possible Daedric threat, Lathan volunteered to look into it. We both thought it would be good for Lathan to get away, give him something to occupy his time. And he disappeared.
Don't like that disappearing part. The implication is he's either dead or he joined them. One of the two is how I foresee that.
Lathan's reports became less frequent. Then he stopped sending them altogether. I'd know if he was dead, but he could be a prisoner or hurt.
Or
My main concern right now is the threat posed by the Daedric princes. Lathan will have to wait.
Or turn to them. Like I said, I don't... When she said disappeared, I was like... And then she's like, oh, his reports came later and then stopped all. It's like, two options. And she noted them. If he's not dead, prisoner, hurt, or he's now in cahoots with them. Let's find out.
Please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound.
Good for you, I'm not just anyone. I need to enter the College of Sapiarchs. The Proxy Queen said she would send word.
So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves?
Yes.
And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you?
Yes.
Very well. Let's get this over with.
How do we get to the Sapiarchs compound?
The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all.
It's like
we use magic to travel back and forth.
The College of Magic in Skyrim.
I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross.
I am ready to go to college now. Whew. Never thought I would say those words. I actually have been looking at going into college.
Just follow me and step on.
I don't know what I would do for college. It's the only problem.
Who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
What is going... We literally went like 2 feet. How is there people already dead? What is going on here?
This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound.
I mean...
It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am
your
Element,
present state,
Sapiarch
like
of
that's fair. Your college and home just got attacked by Daedra. Like, who would be calm in a situation like that? Like, nah, this is fine. You know, it happens all the time. Tell me what happened here.
Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages.
I came to warn you about the Crystal Tower. That warning kind of is lacking now, but...
The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Archanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath
like
the
I said,
compound.
that is a
Just
title.
watch out for the Daedra.
Hey, I'm the dean, also, you know, the Sapiarch of Archanology. Like, that is definitely a couple titles. I'll enter the labyrinth and find the Sapiarch.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
Let's go then.
Return to Lelondril and warn the guards.
Good idea.
Yeah, our warning may have been a little late, perchance. Definitely not the best warning. Hey, we've come to warn you about maybe a possible immediate attack. It's already... Okay, we're late. Sorry, y'all.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs.
Do you often get sensitive or sensations like this?
Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sigic Order.
No, it can't be.
We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat. But this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
What do you mean you knew the 3 were, you know, a threat? Sorry, I was getting a sippy. Most Daedric princesses are a threat. There's just some that aren't completely power hungry. Do you think the Sapiarchs are still alive?
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs.
I wonder what the requirements for joining the Sigic Order are then, because you'd think... So they're definitely magic-based, which is fine. But to get to that level, I think you would have to, you know, at least learn, like, decent, like, offensive, defensive spells, and, like, practice in combat.
Work with me! Can I help you with something?
To be able to protect yourself. Like, I would hate to hear that they're teaching them, like, really advanced techniques for magic and not, like, giving them proper combative training. That would just be an oversight in my opinion. Like, we're going to teach you these really cool and powerful spells. However, we're not going to teach you, like, the proper timing to use them in a
By
combat.
the stars! This place is enormous.
I'm kind of forgetting the 3 Daedric princes that we are dealing with. Clavicus Vial is one of them. And then I forget the others. The only reason I remember Clavicus is because I can, like, actually pronounce his name correctly. The other 2 I think are very weird, and I think I struggle with them, so my memory's not the best with their names. I do know the 3 that they're referring to, though. I just, like I said, because Clavicus was the one that went after Vintag. And then one went after Surface Hill. And then there was one that, like, was supposed to be here, but we haven't ran into them yet. We've only ran into, like, Clavicus's minions. Because the other ones are more shadow-based, from what I remember of Clockwork City. Ooh. Let's see. Book. I still check them just in case. They usually give me like a plus up on skill lines. Which that would be kind of funny to actually get my mage to level 50 on all of them. Like everything just maxed out. Excuse me. It would be a little bit hilarious.
You stop for choosing to remain still.
Let's see where the story takes us. What are you all doing in here? You're not students. This is a place to learn. But I am interested because I feel like Summerset's going to be the conclusion and yet an even bigger opening act for the Daedric, or for the newest DLC. Because from what I've heard, which that was, you know, I do hear some things, but it sounds like the new DLC has to evolve with the Daedric princes actually, like, sounds like maybe picking a war with Tamriel. And they're done playing around some. And it sounds like there's a split faction. I don't know how true it is because I haven't bothered to look at it. Like I said, I typically try to be spoiler free in most
I'd like to explore this
story
compound
games,
one day
but
when fewer days are
I get some
of course.
spoilers. But if it is how I think it is, I think this might be setting up for the newest DLC. Which is very dope. It's like you know, I mentioned that I watched somebody play Honkai Star Rail. And, you know, well, one, it got me the itch to go back and play Honkai Star Rail. Which, I like it, but at the same time, there's just so much like side stuff and other things that kind of, I would say, throws off the pacing of that game being better. Because like the side quests I would say some side quests can be very short, like others could be very long. And the mini games that they keep putting in there, oh my, those are definitely like insanely long and very kind of tedious, if anything, to do. Like, it isn't something that I enjoy doing. Some mini games, yes. Some mini games, not a chance. I do it for the rewards. The actual like side missions that like give more lore on characters and like lore to the game, I'm 100% about, but the mini games, I honestly could care less about. I just
should be
want the
able to reach
reward.
the upper levels through there.
I'm in Penconia now, and it's going good. Kind of silly-ish, but you know, I mean, there isn't
No
much.
remorse.
That is in a dream state area, so the silliness does make sense. It's just kind of weird. Why I say it is because they're bringing in like cartoon characters into the dream state now, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about it. Because it kind of makes it a little disconnective, in my opinion. Like I said, I am enjoying it though. I will say, I think I got spoiled on that. Not in the sense of like actual story and lore, but you know, it's like people be like, oh, these are good people, and then I'll be like, okay, so I'll save up, and then I'll actually like pull for them, and I'll get like, say, Firefly. So where I am in the story, if you know who Firefly is, or Dr. Ratio, stuff like that, yeah, I've already had them. So it's just like, oh. It's like, I know exactly who you are. Well, I know of you. And it is unique to actually now see the backstory of them, or like get to know them more. Which I was telling the person, it's Kai.
Haste our steel.
He was playing it, and I was telling him, is like, when I first started Penconia, you enter this dream state. And you see Firefly, you see Dr. Ratio, you see Arcana, and you see a couple other characters, and it was really cool because I was like, I already know their names, I know their kids. So, but what was cool about that was, it's like, oh, this is the actual introduction to, like, if you played the game at release.
I sense this way.
You know, unlocking new characters. And then you have Sunday. Okay. Like I said, it was great foreshadowing because it's like, oh, you're gonna meet these people before you even actually meet them, so you kind of get a little spoiler of like,
No more sages need die to pay Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The resolute diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric
got it.
cultist.
Lathan, stop!
Valcerin.
Got it.
Damn you.
I literally called this. He wasn't acting his same. He went to go like find him or learn more about him. Sudden disappearance reports became less and less, and then stopped. She's like, I know he could be dead, or I know he's not dead, so he could be injured or hurt. And my other option was, or he switched sides. Dun dun dun, caught it.
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time.
Yeah.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in Oblivion are you, And how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault?
Give me a sec. The Right Master of the Sigic Order sent us to warn you that the Crystal Tower has been compromised.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further.
I mean, what else do I need to explain? You got the Daedra invading you in a cult. They want the stone, and I'm here to explain that there was an attack immediate upon you guys for the Crystal Tower. I don't understand the failure to comprehend what is happening. But in shortest terms, 3 Daedra Prince worked with the sea slugs to steal the heart of transparent law.
That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached.
Yeah, would you?
But it would explain the disaster.
You literally have Daedric in your office now.
Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step?
The Right Master is trying to locate the heart. We need to keep the Daedric princes out of the tower.
A reasonable plan. But access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanail and Imidril at the Illumination Academy.
Oh, sorry guys. I can go warn the tower sentinels.
We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound.
I'm sure she would be loving.
It's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra.
Tell me more about the tower sentinels.
Every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. These sentinels guard the diamonds and utilize them to grant access to the tower.
Okay. No one else can use the diamonds?
The Azure Diamonds are a matched set, specifically attuned to a pair of Sapiarchs at any given time. Only an attuned sentinel can use a diamond key, and both keys are required to open the path into the tower.
Then why does the Daedric cult want the diamonds?
Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function? The Daedric prince he serves, however, has magic enough to utilize the diamonds.
Oh, cool.
That's why we must make sure the sentinels are safe and out of harm's way.
That made begs a differ, right? Like they're saying the diamonds need to be tuned to 2 different Sapiards to use. But now the Daedric prince he serves, however, has the magic enough to utilize them. So at that point, is it just more 2 people are needed to be attuned to them to use them because of the magical drain? But if, say, a Daedric prince or somebody else just crazy strong in the magic arts could use it. Like, think of Pacific Rim, the Jaegers. Is she basically saying that, 2 people need to be attuned to it to pilot a Jaeger? But, there's been moments in, say, that movie that there's one pilot that just has enough mental fortitude to pilot that Jaeger for a tiny bit, right? Is that what I'm understanding? Is she implying? Tell me more about the Sentinels.
In addition to their sentinel duties, Hanail and Imidril also serve as scholars in the College of Sapiarchs. They have research to conduct, lectures to give. For their own protection, however, Their identities as sentinels are known only to a few.
Okay, okay. That's good. Being a towered sentinel is a secret?
That's our standard practice. Difficult times call for desperate measures, however. You need to know who they are so you can find them and return them to our compound. Hanile needed to use the Academy library, and Imidril accompanied her.
No one else can use the diamonds.
The Azure Diamonds are a matched set.
Goodbye.
Specific.
You two
Let's
love
leave
birds
these Sitchiks to their work.
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
So, Mathala is for Summerset. You're her husband? Why do you serve the Daedra now?
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valsarin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam?
What do you mean she turned her back on you and your daughter? So you betrayed the Psijic Order.
Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me.
Okay, yeah, Mathala is for this one.
Always ready to help.
Clavicus Viola was for Morrowind.
What can I do for you?
I wouldn't like to talk to you, I would like to talk to her.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiox and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me?
What did you do to Lathan?
A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiox, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Psijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum.
You won't have any trouble getting him back to the Psijic Order?
I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat.
Ooh, she's so upset.
My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
Okay. If the Sapiards are so well versed in magic, why did they not have a binding spell to do the same thing? I mean, caught off guard makes sense, yes. And she kind of may have been foreshadowing why not. Like, it sounds like if he wasn't distracted, and a chance of her catching him in that binding spell might not have worked. Oh. But yeah, these are supposed to be like pretty strong mages, so you think they could handle themselves in a fight. Everybody casts Meteor. Just imagine these all as like black mages from 14 or any Final Fantasy game. They just over there cast Meteor. Just a nice comet. Would be hilarious. And I cast Meteor on you, and you, and you. College gets destroyed in the process because of it. It's fine. Going to a different academy. Where though? Where, oh where do we need to go? It's not down there. It's not over. No, it's not. Oh. I found it. I was like, hello? Hello. I lost it. Nope, I found it. There we go. But yeah, I feel like these guys should be stronger enough to easily repel
I'll get you out of this.
even a Daedric attack. In my mind, they should be able to. I mean, I get, like I said, they were kind of caught with their pants down, but as strong as these guys have been made out to seem, I still feel like they should be able to easily, I'll just squash this attack. So, how many? We're still on 3 out of 9. Oh yeah, that's right. This whole DLC is kind of like this so far as they're very lengthy quests. Oh. I say that because we had to go talk to the queen to get permission. Then we had to come here, go talk to this person to get access. Then the college got attacked, and now we're having to leave the college to come way over here to talk to these people. And I'm assuming we have to go back to the college, and there's going to be more. So yeah, these quests have definitely been on the lengthier side of things. I don't know why I'm yawning so much this morning. I honestly slept fine.
Five Claw. You always arrive.
Razum!
Raz needs you.
Where's Kitty? Kitty? Where is he?
No,
where did he go?
Back, foul beast.
Oh, there you are.
After Raz spoke to the pretty Sigi Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy.
Yeah.
They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though.
A hunted... That must be one of the Tower Sentinels I came here to find.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger.
Yeah, Raz.
This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
Nah, it's fine, bud. Yeah, it's 100% fine. There are 2 Sapiards. They guard the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists.
Woohoo!
Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
We got Razum. I really do like his name. Alright. Lead the way.
This way. Follow Raz.
Let's go, Raz. He's a very cool Khajiit. He makes me laugh most of the time we interact with him.
Sea beast. Prepare to be boarded, mates.
What are you going on about sea beast? We already dealt with Katuar.
New arrivals? I wasn't told. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No, I'm looking for a couple of Sapiards are they here at the academy?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Interesting. Do I think the other one has joined the brother? No. Do you think she left the academy's compound?
Wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do not foresee one of these two sentinels being bad as well. You only allowed one turncoat per DLC. You know, I said that, and then my brain actually, like, realized that's kind of honestly been, quota so far. All the way back from Orcidium, like King Kurog was more or less. Okay, he probably wasn't what we would dictate as a turncoat, but Morrowind, we had the Archcanon from Vivek, from Clockwork City, we had, I don't even remember his name. He was so minusculely not important in the story. I think we chased him for like an hour, but it was some duke. And then now we have our Sigic Order's husband. That's our turn. Yeah, so far we're 1 for 1 on that statement.
Interesting. Roz saw one just like it in a shop in Skywatch.
Dang it, I am yawning like a madman over here. Okay. I think your decision to leave the academy and go to the ancient ruins was a right call. Something isn't right here, though I can't quite determine what that might be. I prefer to disappear into the academy's books for days on end. I expect to spend a great deal of time hiding in the library's quiet study room. I feel so much safer within its comfortable confines. Let me tell you how I plan to organize my research. I start by rethinking Telgar's music. I can't read that word. Musing about the Salode. The last time we met for dinner, he seemed put off that I could not recall every line of his writing. Second, I'm thinking of rereading the Imperial Social Treatise on the Sea Elves. The Academy's library is quite extensive. Third, I've been meaning to read the Mages Guild description for our esteemed college. I expect to find it full of errors and sites, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Finally, I believe some light reading is in order. Something just for the pleasure instead of the research. Maybe the 4th volume of Dark Elf History 2920 series. I know you look down upon the work, but it's well written. I may try that technique made popular by Sapiarch of foreign literature. She was an odd one, but I've always been intrigued by the idea of placing boats on consecutive podiums and reading them at the same time, shifting from one podium to the next as the subject's matter calls to you. I'll let you know how that method works. Razam.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
I'm not good with this. A code, can you figure it out?
Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room.
I mean,
very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
Ah, crap. So we need to find the books she mentioned.
We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
A cult led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiards. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
Goodbye. Alright. I don't remember the book order at all. No! Feels bad. Again, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Son of a gun.
What treasures await us?
Class is now in session.
I honestly felt like I got a good amount of sleep last night, so I think I went to bed at like 10:30. So I mean, maybe I'm just overtired from being overslept. I don't know. It's very weird. I'm sorry, what? Why are you saying the quest point's there if I can't even pick up a book? So the mages, I think, was second or third. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. If I'm reading this correctly. No. There we go. Alright. Study hall open. Open sesame. Alright. Reading podium. I'm gonna say it was the sages. Nope. Okay, if that's not, hold on. If that's not how that goes, then let's try this one. Alright, so if that's the case, the next one should be I don't know. Sages. I'm going to say Yeah. And then the last one should definitely be this.
A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
My illusion spell. Who are you?
We are, I don't know. But hey, Sapyard, we found you. Now give us your power. Also, be warned, people are after you.
You're the person that's been following me. I warn you. I'll scream.
Again, why don't they know what that spells? Sapyard sent me to find you and the other tower sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarch sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can I find your friend?
Daedric Princes, you say? As in more than one?
Yep.
Doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven.
No,
not
one is
far
a
from
pain
here.
in the
The
butt.
old ruin.
3 going
He loves
after
to
you
poke
guys.
around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on the Sapyard.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Oh, thanks, Ross. I appreciate that, man. More legwork for me. Yay, us. That's just fantastic, Roz. Alright. Back out here again. Let's see. How do I get down? This way? You know what? We're just gonna go for it. Listen. It was faster. Alright. Oh, that actually isn't too far from where we are. Surprisingly. This way-ish. But I'm actually interested to see like how this all not plans, but plays out. It's interesting because I really want to see, like, my guess is that there's going to be a conclusion, and it's also going to start the next part. I say it because it kind of felt like Orcidium, the Thieves Guild, and then Brotherhood all were like, they led into one another, kinda. And here we are with Morrowind, Clockwork City, and Summerset, and it kind of feels like they're all tied in. The Tribunal, three Daedric Princes. I feel like this is going to be the conclusion to... I don't know how sections, I would say, if anything. Makes the most sense in my mind of like just saying, you know, sections of DLC. I was about to say, where is this dude, honestly? try to wither out of doing your duties? Not likely. I am going the wrong way now. No, again, not interested. I thought we might have had to backtrack a little bit, but that does not seem to be the thing. Hopefully we can find them before bad people find them. Okay, did we do it, perchance? I don't think we did. I think we jumped down here for no reason whatsoever. Maybe not. Will you look at that, y'all? I found the door. We found the door. Alright.
Practice makes the master.
Sky Shard locked on. We go for the Sky Shard first. We gotta get our skill points, y'all. I will not apologize. Sky Shard.
Careful there.
Get off me. Keep running. Keep running. We run. And we run all night and day. 'Cause we slow. And we still run. I don't know. Don't ask me. My brain's like we run and then run all night and day just popped in. But do not ask me to quantify it. Could not even start to understand where my brain just went with that. Sky Shard. Where are you, my pretty? Yes. I found the precious. Precious. Give. Not the sack. How many skill points am I at? 5. Wood's done. Provisions needs work. Well, what I would do is put 2 into the aspect improvement and the recipe quality match them out to 3, but that's no bueno. Alright, so we now have our Sky Shard. So we can actually now come and do the main story quest. This lengthy thing. Like I said, these are very long. We started this quest out by having to go to get permission from the Queen to come into the college, defeating Daedric, to go into another college, to now this wonderful vacation spot. And this is all still considered one quest. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of went and did some inventory management for a little bit, but It's wasn't that long for us to get sidetracked. That's fine. No, we need to go up and to the right. It's like if we can. We have made it to the secret dungeon. Alright, let's see what's in here. Still Daedric, so that's not a good sign. Wait, what? Oh, I missed it. Alright.
Fight? Good.
These spiders are reminding me of the shadows we dealt with in Clockwork City. It's very much reminiscent about the black shadows that were in there. I really wish I could remember their name. Let's go, Spider. Yep. Alright, there we go. I thought I saw a boss battle or a boss bar.
You won't get past my splendid webs, mortal!
Yep, I won't get past what? Sorry. I'm gonna hurt you over you being dead.
The mistress has already claimed her prize.
I don't like that sound. Where are you? Ancient ruins. No. How is he saying the master's already captured?
No worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly!
Yeah. You're
Mephalla's
lucky,
damn
bud.
webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though.
Oh, it's the Golden Knight.
No! Save the Dawn Star Gem!
No. Alright. I conflicted about seeing that. Did I see him getting eaten? No, until he stood like right in front of the portal with his back turned. I was like, okay, cool, we did it. Nobody got taken. And then he stood right there. I was like, I don't know if that's a great idea, man. And then the web came out. I was like, that's why. Like, I think he would never been captured if he didn't have his back literally turned towards the portal. But that's fine. It's fine.
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this, resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamond. Sapyard sent me to find you, and your friend is safe.
Then you know we're tower sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the crystal tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Mephala, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Rest easy, Tower Sentinel.
Tell Hanaya I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that's great. We lost 2 people.
Ah, there you are. The right master needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kakora Tower as soon as you can.
Okay. So what about the diamonds I have? Like, you think that would be better to, like, go get rid of them? I don't know, like, right this second.
I am not afraid of you.
It's fine. It's fine.
That was easy.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen to the Golden Knight. Or the diamonds that we just caught. Like I said, I did not see either one of the guard or sentinels being and churning over to the Daedric. You only allowed one churn code per DLC. We actually went over this.
Use my power.
Thieves Guild, you had Nicholas. Brotherhood, you had I forget her name, but it was a black dragon. Of Morrowind, it was the Archcanon. Well, I mean, and I say turncoat, but the Archcanon was a dog trying to serve its master, so yeah. That's kind of weird, but turncoat-ish. What's his face from Clockwork, and now the Sigic Order's husband. I'm pretty good on 1-for-1s on calling that, making that statement. Oh, it's a birdie. I found Kaz. Well, I mean, it's a griffin. It wasn't an owl. Kind of like an owl, but kind of not like an owl. I don't know, but I feel like I found Kaz.
Every villain is the hero of their own story. Funny that.
That was sad. Anywho, let's go this way. Try to figure out where we need to go next. Up, up. Return to Artaeum. No, that's gonna hurt.
I will.
It hurt.
Get out of there!
It hurt a lot.
Killed.
Fun fact, gravity is the #1 killer in Elden Ring, or Soul Light's games. For unknown reasons, I know this. But yeah, well, not unknown reasons. I watched somebody and like, oh hey, these are the 10, like, top 5 things that kill people, and it's like, oh, this boss, this boss, this boss, and gravity. Alright, back to... hold on. Gotta rub my eyes. Oh. Alright, back to Artaeum. Where is Artaeum? In the larger grand scheme of things, Artaeum, Cold Harbor, Clockwork. Oh no, oh, there it is. I was like, give. Oh. Alright. What does What's-Her-Face want with the Golden Knight? And also...
the Divines were in a
are we
good
going to
mood
put
when they made this
her
place.
husband to death? What do you guys think? What does the Golden Knight have that
This is
is
a great
needed?
area for harvesting.
And do we put this lady's husband to death? I say yes. He is going to be put to death. Churn codes don't really get a nice, easy let off. So. Have we... I want... Hold on, I need a sippy. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why my voice does that sometimes, but whatever. Let's figure out what we're doing with this dude. What is... Oh, his memories?
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiox after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Dar. The other one was slain by Mafia.
Mafala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiox no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
It's nocturnal. Yeah. Clavicus was for Morrowind and Venvec. Nocturnal was Sothosil, and Mafala is for Summerset. Mafala dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
Remind me again, who is Meridia?
Meridia is the Daedric Prince of Life and Light, and the matron of the Colored Rooms. She isn't part of the triad of princes. Indeed, it seems that she has specifically sent her champion to oppose them. We'll need to keep that in mind as we proceed.
Excuse me. You said it's harder to access the Crystal Tower now.
Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiox can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
So the Crystal Tower is safe? No. With the fact that you could see the quest numbers, no. Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories.
Oh, good.
I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this.
Excellent.
While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
You remembered where you hid the heart of transparent law?
Not exactly.
Bro.
While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the dreaming cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave?
I'll meet you in the Dreaming Cave.
The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Tell me more about the Dreaming Cave.
The Dreaming Cave lies beneath Kapora Tower, where the various threads of magicka and other energies come together and pool like water running down a chain. Trained Psijics can use that energy to open portals to anywhere in Oblivion and beyond.
Alright, I'm back. I think it's time for me to get a new chair. Because this is kind of getting worn out. To be fair, this chair is the one chair I've had since I've got my house back in like 2017, 2018. So it's definitely had some years put on to it. It's in almost a 7, yeah. In November, I've had my house since 2018, so 7-year-old chair. And it's held up great. I've fallen asleep in this thing so many times. Gonna be sad when I have to take it out and get a new one. It's got a nice cup holder. It's one of the reasons I got it. So that way I can put my sippies right next to it. So you open a portal to an Oblivion realm.
Perhaps. I honestly can't remember.
I wonder if he can trace his magic to back.
Even this minor memory would still elude me. There's more to explain, but words fail me. I'll show you what I mean when we go down to the Dreaming Cave.
What was the projection you were looking at?
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed me to project images from my mind for further study, to look for details my memory alone may have missed. I watched one particular sequence over and over, the one where I took the heart into the cave.
You know, I will say that would be pretty cool to actually be able to use, like have, either, okay, so it would have to be technology because let's be fair, magic doesn't exist in this world, but something technologically that would let us replay in our like memories. So if we remembered, yes. And I think that would be very useful in a lot of circumstances. Studying, or just small little finer details that, like, subtle hints you didn't pick up, or you did pick up. You know, key points in, like, big events in your lives. Stuff like that. Like, you know, the first time you're like, if you have kids, the first time your kids walked or said mom, dad, or, you know, wedding nights, or like when you're trying to remember something that you've written down for, like, say, a shopping list. It'd have to be something small, portable, and I guess, what would you say would be a good recommendation time lapse that you could, like, store that information in? Would you say 3 months? Would you say a year? How far back? Because let's be fair, going back to your childhood to remember some things, I guess that is dependent on your age now. Like, for me, I'm 34 coming up next month. Well, here in a little bit. But, so, like, nothing in my childhood is something that I'm like, I really need to want to go back and look at that and, like, pick up subtle hints. Like, because I am doing job interviews recently, right? For me, that would be something I would be definitely down, so I could sit there and, like, see it. Like, okay, I sat wrong, or I was talking too much with my hands. I didn't explain this too well. And try to see if I couldn't pick up subtle hints from, like, the interviewee or interviewer. Where they just looked at each other like, nah, this isn't the guy, or subtle body hints like that. Because when you're doing stuff like that, it's very hard to pick it up, especially when you're the interviewee. I think that technology would be very dope, though. That's how you remembered using the dreaming cave to hide the heart.
As I explained, the scrying allowed me to see myself take the heart into the dreaming cave, to watch as I opened a portal and stepped inside. Then
my
the
next
image
question
faltered
is,
and skipped a beat. It ended with me back in the cave, but the heart was gone.
Can he sense where he opened his magic? And in portals like this, do they work kind of like doors? So when we go down there, could he just cast a spell and reopen that same portal to that same location? Where is her right now? Where is she?
Valcerin refuses to leave Lathan's side. She's trying to get him to explain how he could forsake our order and pledge himself to a Daedric prince. I hope she can see her way through this. We're going to need her before all is said and done.
What happened between the two?
That's not my tale to tell. They both rose through the ranks of our order together. Fell in love. Had a child. The rest, well, that's personal. I still find it difficult to believe that the Lathan I know could betray us.
I mean, how is that so hard to believe? Dude lost his kid and didn't feel like he belonged, and then he more or less volunteered to go look into a very powerful, very dangerous Daedric prince on his own. So isolation, depression, like the game does well to show emotions like this. You know, like, oh, you're angry, you're sad, or, you know, that. But at certain points in dialogue options, it's like they forget how they've written some of these characters. So it's like, oh, that's an abomination. And then they're over there making something far worse. It's like, I don't think you guys understand the, like, pot cattle.
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed...
But, like I said, the game does like to be like, oh, they're, you know, upset or, you know, jealous, stuff like that about other NPCs, and then they'll turn around and make comments like that. I don't understand when they've already said he was, like, depressed or, like, feeling like he had no purpose. It's like, that. I mean, you tell me that about somebody else, and I'm like, no, I could see it. Like, literally can. Like, it's not that much of a dang mystery on how this dude turned his back on him. The Brotherhood was big on that one. It was like, you're a traitor and all this, and it's like, the Brotherhood told her to kill her, basically who she considered friends and family. And then, when she had nothing left, put her on another mission. And then they're like, oh, we don't understand how she could turn against us and kill. It's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier.
Okay.
Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power.
Again. Oh. What do you mean I don't meet the requirements?
Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier.
Oh.
We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
But the sword and the Golden Knight were pulled in Malfia's realm.
We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal.
Mephala.
I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
How do we get in contact with a Daedric prince?
We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
Why can't we use the Dream Cave to contact Meridia?
As we've seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And the barrier blocks access to the portal anyways, right?
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scried memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
What about the other sea slugs? Can the Abyss Cabal replace Katora's magic?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost to the Cabal. No. Now we must concern ourselves with the triad of Daedric princes.
Where can I find
Just as
Lathan?
you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valkyrie.
Does anybody else think that is a really, really bad idea? Like, letting this cultist have free range over this area. That we were, like, don't get me wrong, we were keeping it secret, hidden from the Daedra. I mean, yeah, they know where it is now, but I don't think letting a Daedric worshipping homicidal maniac that's killed people just roam around the island all willy-nilly free like is a great idea. I just don't believe it. Do you really think Lathan will help us?
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam.
Mephala.
Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
Remind me again, what's the triad of dark Daedric princesses again?
Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal joined forces to threaten Nirn. It appears their ultimate goal is to take control of the Crystal Tower for a reason we haven't yet determined.
Crystal Tower
Lathan
acts like a giant, if I remember correctly, acts like a known point in every realm, space, and time. So, and it sounds like basically how Moloch Ball was trying to do a giant plane meld, because some of them have a path not to step on Nern again. Others do not. I think Nocturnal does not. Either Nocturnal or Mafala does not. But what it sounded like from the Crystal Tower is if they get their hands on it, they can do a large-scale, instantaneous, basically plane meld between their realms and Tamriel, or Nern. Logically is how I see that.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back.
Oh.
Was our time together really so terrible?
Am I interrupting
You still
something?
don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything.
Am I interrupting? Would you guys like a moment to yourselves?
I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts.
That's what I'm saying, like...
So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there... Oh, alright, that one caught me off guard. Is there a Meridia cult on Summerset?
What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before.
What do you mean by that?
The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were.
Makes sense.
Oh, I wasn't personally involved. But I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of.
They count a Bedlam, or the cult, or court, a Bedlam killed all Meridia's followers in Summerset?
All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
That's exactly how I imagine this conversation going. I guess I could go search around the north of Shimmerine.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar mention he was investigating Daedric cults on Summerset? Maybe you should go talk to him.
You have a point.
Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Do you know where Raz is?
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
I forget why certain people can worship certain Daedric princes and be fine, but others cannot. I don't remember. I get some are like not world-ending, power-hungry jackwagons, but I just don't remember why some beliefs are allowed and some aren't. Again, it might have something to do with not all of them are, world-ending jackwagons, but Who's to say? Who is to say? Let's see. This way, Raz.
If the Queen's
Come
Eye
here,
wants
kitty,
to
kitty,
chase his
kitty.
own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our
Step
business.
away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies.
Bailiff.
It had to be one of the lesser races. No Altmer, even a newcomer, would deface a beautiful wall like that. Razumdar claims it's a message of some sort, but I just don't see it.
Of course you don't. Why would you? Do you know where I can find Razum?
The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
I don't know what's more shocked is the dude doesn't believe in it, or the fact that he's more upset and willing to some of the writing is bad. Like, this would be a prime example of what I would say is pretty bad writing. It's like, bro, you have the Eye of the Queen. So, like, one of the highest people in your alliance path literally saying Daedric are on Summerset. And this dude's over here like, no, impossible. It can't be. It's been banned. It can't be. But these walls, whoever's writing on these walls, it's like, what you talking about, bro? Do you know where I can find him or not?
Do I look like a Khajiit keeper to you? He said something about the scribbles. I'm just glad Razumdar is far away and not bothering me. You, on the other hand, are way too close. Move along, or face the wrath of the divine prosecution.
Can I please kill him? Please, 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 please. I want to kill him. Son of a... yeah, I really want to kill that dude. Like, that is painfully just infuriating. I'm like, let me kill him.
Hurry now.
I thought I heard Raz. I was like, where are you, kitty?
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Perry, I would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
I wasn't insane when I thought I heard Raz.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Perryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigations into cults, did you happen to find one devoted to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I was like, yeah. I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Peryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
The Shizits captured a Mafia cult. He's saying the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior.
No, it doesn't.
This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
That's what you would imagine. The Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with its attack.
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes.
Yeah.
And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
Interesting. One Dark Elf. Is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves? Seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes?
Yes. I concur. Meow. Kitty. Get back, kitty. Alright. Up and away. Yes. Alright. So we go this way. Take a hard left. Another hard somewhere should be a right. There we go. And we're free from this city. Yippee! Woohoo! Progress. By the way, guys, it's been like almost 3 hours, and we've done one quest. Sorry, we've actually completed technically one quest. If that doesn't say rough, I don't know what does.
Prepare for disappointment.
Where did my symbol go? Alright, so this way. I mean, like I said, did I kind of bumble around with inventory for all of 5 minutes? Probably 10 or 15. Yeah. And then we've kind of, I mean, there was a mini boss. I don't think I've been sidetracked at all. This is just a really long quest, apparently. Like, really, really long. No. But that all said, I do want you to remember, we be doing a Halo. Halo, let me see a Halo. Sorry, I had to. Collab with our best kitty Kai here relatively soon-ish. Unless he says otherwise. So, like I said, 2 or 3 hours after I get done, once we end stream here. Just time for me to change titles, change screens, eat, kind of relax a little bit,
This is Raz's old friend,
and then let him kind of
together now.
finish up what he's got going on as well. And Then we do some Halo.
May Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be.
We need Meridia's help to recover and repair the Dawnbreaker sword.
Meridia's Sword of Light? I'm not sure I understand. Even if I wanted to help you, my efforts would probably be in vain. My prince doesn't speak to just any mortal. The leader of our sect had Meridia's ear, but he was caught in a recent attack.
Meridia aided me in the past. She'll remember me.
My prince blessed you with her presence. That's a story I'd love to hear sometime. For now, I'll do my best to help you, but the path to the shrine will be hazardous. Mephalla's creatures still roam the area, feasting on my brothers and sisters.
I think Meridia is the one that helped me with Moat Ball as well. Tell me how to reach the shrine.
Enter the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will accompany me and will enter via a side tunnel. I don't want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
I'll meet you at Meridia's shrine.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
Maybe.
I don't fear dark places so much as the things that lurk in them.
Perhaps. You never know. Alright. Let's see what Meridia... But yes, I do think Meridia is the one that...
Idiot.
Helped us with Moloch Ball as well. She seems like good people for being a Daedric prince.
Seal this place, mortal flea!
Those are some big ladybugs. Oh crap, poison. Hey, unlike Star Wars, this poison doesn't take for a certain amount of damage. For no reason. What are you? Oh! I know what you are. Okay, I don't know what you are.
Are you hurt?
I thought you were a mini-boss. Or this area's boss, but no. It's like, they're called something else. But no. Right. We have to find the shrine. Don't do it. I don't want to have to put you down, lizard. Lizard. Lizard goes bye-bye. Alright. Back to our search. Well, there's something like 400 meters this way. 200. Stupid lizards. Alright. There is something over in this direction. I don't want to deal with you things. Sky Shard. Excuse me. Oh, that's not good. Not good. Ow. Who put that giant thing right there? I'm just gonna heal off.
Life isn't a fairy tale. But sometimes
Yeah?
villains get
Do you guys want to continue this? No? Okay. They ran away. Sky Shard. Sorry. I'm not sorry. The precious. Give me the precious. Okay, I'm close enough. I can kill you all. Poison. Get off me. No. Hey-ya. Alright. Sky Shard acquired. Yay, we should get a skill point off this too. I stand corrected, son of a... I think my, I did. I was about to say, I think I just picked up a shield. It's gonna be baller for us. For our little companion over here. Finding him tanking gear is, like, really annoying. Oh, we don't need to go that way. Here we go.
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
No, no. I was about to say, what did I pull?
They struck us down without warning. I will try my best to get your friend an audience with the Lady of Light. The shrine is just inside.
Meridia, we have come to seek your assistance.
Master, what did those bastards do to you?
Yeah, you guys are definitely, it's fine, it will buff right out.
To his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
That light, that is not natural, yes.
Meridia, she calls to us.
She's probably pissed off.
A loyal soldier and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
That's kind of messed up. From what it looks like is, they broke off her leg. And then speared her probably most loyal person here with said broken off leg. Okay, that's definitely sending a message. For sure, I guess. I don't know, that's very weird. Anyways, Meridia, we need your help.
My followers murdered. My shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults.
She's pissed.
But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, champion of Cold Harbor.
Aha.
Ask what you will of the Prince of Light.
Your golden knight was captured and his sword damaged. We seek your guidance on how to repair it.
They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored rooms will not be compromised. You must set Darien Gautier free.
God. Okay, Darien? The name is familiar. I don't think that's his last name, though. Darien, that's the Golden Knight's name?
My vessel thinks of itself as Darien Gautier, a simple Breton warrior. But in reality, it is my will and my power. When a darkness enters your reality, I send Darien to banish it. You must enter Mephalah's realm and rescue Darien, the Golden Knight.
What about the Dawnbreaker? Can it be repaired?
Only my vessel can repair the Dawnbreaker. Use the Dawnstar gem to locate Darien within the spiral skein. Now return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait. The Triad dares to invade my sacred realm? Such an affront cannot stand.
Uh-oh. The Triad's attacking your realm?
Meridia, my prince! She's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe.
Raz.
Raz has seen many things. Were sharks, flying tigers, were sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Ah, Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz.
A lot. The Daedric Triad wants the Crystal Tower and they're attacking the other princes.
Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most.
The right master will think of something. We just need to find Darien and repair the sword.
And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started.
Yeah, Raz, your world's kind of
will see Sadara
small.
to safety and then do what he can to protect Summerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Raz, your world's a little small, bud. Very large, but very small at the same time. I'm actually surprised with him being like the Queen's Eye and all. Like, he knows about the cults, but at the same time has never actually like been off into their lands. I mean, we've spent a lot of time in Gold Harbor.
No remorse.
And interesting. So other Daedric princes can attack other Daedric princesses' realms. I didn't know that. Like, then, if I'm correct about Meridia being the one that came and helped us out at the final battle with Moad Ball, why didn't she just come in and slap the living taste out of his mouth? I think I actually asked her. No, like, I can't, but I forgot why they could not. Oh, to the new world! I still think Atrium is actually the location of the island you're on in the new world. I don't remember. Yeah, let's see.
I never thought to lay eyes on this place. In truth, I wasn't even sure it existed.
We are back to the tower. I really do like Summerset, or the Autumerian Dominions area. It's always so colorful and always so pretty. Wait. Is the right master... Okay, so down here. Maybe, yes. So I'm expecting him to be back in his quarters, not still down here doing God knows what.
I see signs of the court's work throughout Summerset, but nothing of the court itself.
I think the Court of Bedlam has fewer members than we imagined.
Enough of this for now. Let's see what our friend has learned.
I have learned many of
you
things.
You returned, but without the Dawnbreaker. Weren't you able to make contact with Meridia?
Don't get that attitude with me.
This inability to remember has me on edge. Go on. Tell me what you learned.
I will slap you, bro. The court attacked the cult of Azura and Meridia, but I was able to speak to Meridia.
The Court of Bedlam is eliminating the cults of the other princes? To what end? You said you were able to make contact with Meridia. Then why didn't she give you a restored Dawnbreaker?
We can use the Dawnstar gem to find the Golden Knight. He can restore the Dawnbreaker.
I suspected that might be the case. I'll
Sure
send
you did.
Valsrun with you into Mephalah's realm to rescue the Golden Knight.
Meridia said her realm was being invaded. I think the Triad Princes are attacking Meridia.
A disturbing development, to be sure. But we'll have to hope Meridia can protect herself. I'll open a portal to Mephalah's spiral skein when you're ready.
I would actually like to see
then you
that.
can use the gem to find the Golden Knight.
I am ready.
Mephalah's realm can be daunting, but I'll be with you the entire time.
Remember to stay focused on your destination at all times. Otherwise, you could get lost in myriad
Actually,
pathways
this is
to the
where we're
Dreaming
going to
Cave.
go straight.
And whatever you do, don't lose that gem.
This is a good stopping point. Right before we go save the Golden Knight. I feel like if we try to progress it, it's going to be another hour or so. And I want to get up and move, get some food. Let the doggo out. Go play with doggo for a little bit. But, get the blood flowing for sure. Alright, so thank you all for coming in and joining me. I do appreciate it. I hope you have enjoyed. I don't know, like I said, these quests felt very long-ish. But I do hope you have enjoyed them. Like I said, we will be doing a collab with the kitty, Catboy, well, with Catboy Kai. Today, we will be doing Halo Master Collection on Historic. So, like the second hardest difficulty. So, come join that. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to have fun. I'm very excited. It's also our first collab ever for this channel. Hip hip hooray! But we have it scheduled for about 3.5 to 4.5 hours, give or take in that time frame. Knowing him, he wanted to do like probably 12, but no. But I do appreciate you guys coming in. If that's something that sounds like you might be interested in, then come on, swing by, watch us die a lot, and have fun and laugh about it. So, with all that said, we'll end stream here, and I'm gonna go get noms. But thank you all for coming in, and I will see you guys later here in a few hours, like 2 or 3. But I'm out later. Peace. Bye.